You know, when you hear the word Somalia, your mind might jump to a lot of different places, but I want to take you somewhere else entirely. Because there's a profound and deeply compelling reason people call Somali culture a global treasure. It's a story that stretches from the dawn of civilization to the vibrant pulse of today. It's not just about the stark, breathtaking beauty of its landscapes, the endless coastline meeting the arid, acacia-studded interior. And it's not just about the ghosts of ancient cities whispering tales of bygone glory. It's about a living, breathing heritage that has shaped and been shaped by the world for millennia. So come with me. Let me show you why this story of resilience, creativity, and connection matters, not just for the Somali people, but for every single one of us. Our journey begins deep in the past. First up, its ancient heritage. Tucked away in the granite outcrops of Somaliland, we find the Laas Geel cave paintings. Imagine stepping into a natural gallery that has been perfectly preserved for over 5, maybe even 10,000 years. The colors are so vivid it feels like the artists just packed up their tools yesterday. These aren't just crude drawings on a wall. Look closer, you see elaborately decorated cattle, adorned in ceremonial robes, their long horns gracefully curved. You see herders, giraffes, and other creatures of the savannah. This is a window into the spiritual and pastoral life of some of the earliest people in the Horn of Africa. They are prayers, celebrations, and histories, all preserved in ochre and stone, a silent testament to a sophisticated and ancient society. And this ancient legacy wasn't isolated. For thousands of years, this land was a vital hub in a global network. Long before the Silk Road became famous, Somali city-states were the linchpins of the Indian Ocean trade. This was the legendary land of Punt, the land of the gods, described in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. Pharaohs sent expeditions here to acquire precious myrrh, frankincense, and ebony, the luxury goods that fueled their rituals and perfumed their temples. This maritime prowess didn't fade. By the medieval period, coastal cities like Mogadishu, Merka, and Zayla were bustling cosmopolitan centers. They harnessed the power of the monsoon winds, their wooden dhows sailing to Arabia, Persia, India, and even as far as China. Imagine the docks overflowing with goods, silks and porcelain arriving from the east, exchanged for gold, ivory, tortoise shells, and the aromatic resins that grew only in this part of the world. This wasn't just trade. It was a dynamic exchange of ideas, technologies, religions, and philosophies. It was a crossroads where Africa met Asia, turning Somalia into a melting pot that enriched not just itself, but the entire known world. But for all this incredible history etched in stone and carried on ocean currents, here's what really blows my mind: the power of the spoken word. The most enduring archive of Somali culture isn't found in a library. It's carried in the hearts and minds of its people. There's a reason Somalia is famously called a nation of poets. In a society where a written script for the Somali language was not widely adopted until recently, poetry became everything. It was the newspaper, broadcasting current events across the land. It was the political arena where clan leaders debated policy and waged wars of words. It was the courtroom, where eloquent verses could sway a verdict. A great poet was a superstar, a historian, and a political influencer all in one. Their words could inspire immense loyalty or incite bitter conflict. But it goes beyond the epic poems. It's in the storytelling around a fire, where fables of cunning jackals and wise tortoises teach children about morality and community. It's in the proverbs, those short, sharp bursts of wisdom that guide daily life. To be without knowledge is to be without light. These oral traditions are the very backbone of Somali identity. Through the spoken word, generations of Somalis have preserved their history, debated their future, and celebrated their existence, creating a living library of unparalleled richness and depth. In Somalia, words carry the weight of history. It is a culture where poetry is not just art, but a vessel for philosophy, a tool for diplomacy, and a record of the people's soul. This profound wisdom, passed down through generations, forms an intricate tapestry of knowledge. Elders are revered as living archives, their minds holding genealogies, legal precedents, and epic tales that define the nation. This oral heritage is a dynamic, living library, its doors open to anyone willing to listen, a testament to a society that has long valued the power of the spoken word. This wisdom is anchored to a profound maritime legacy. Somalia's coastline, the longest in mainland Africa, has never been a boundary but a gateway to the world. Facing the vast Indian Ocean and the strategic Gulf of Aden, this land was a vital crossroads of the ancient world. For millennia, it was a hub for the global spice trade. This was the heart of the legendary land of Punt, exporting precious frankincense and myrrh to the pharaohs and empires beyond. Somali merchants, masters of the monsoon winds, skillfully navigated their elegant dhows, becoming the crucial link between the heart of Africa, the bustling markets of the Middle East, and the distant shores of Asia. They didn't just trade goods, they exchanged ideas, cultures, and faiths, weaving a global network of exchange whose threads are still visible in the fabric of modern commerce and society today. Inland, away from the sea, another ancient tradition defines the Somali spirit: pastoral life. This is the heartland of Somali nomadism and the iconic camel culture. Here, the camel is far more than just an animal. It is the centerpiece of life, a measure of wealth, and a beloved member of the family. It is the ship of the desert, providing transport, sustenance through its rich milk, and security in a harsh, unforgiving landscape. The camel is a living symbol of resilience, a master of survival. This deep connection has fostered an incredible adaptability in the Somali people, whose nomadic traditions are a masterclass in sustainable living. They read the land, follow the rains, and manage resources with a wisdom born from centuries of experience. These are not relics of a bygone era, but vital traditions showing sustainable ways to thrive, powerful lessons in resilience that the modern world, facing its own environmental challenges, desperately needs to learn. And what connects all Somalis from the coast to the inland, from the homeland to the diaspora? Let's talk food. Somali cuisine is a delicious chronicle of its history, a vibrant fusion of flavors. You can taste the native African influences in its hearty stews, smell the aromatic Arab influences in the rich blend of cumin, cardamom, and cloves, and see the colorful Indian influences in savory pastries like sambusa. Central to the table is canjeero, a spongy flatbread perfect for scooping up flavorful sauces. But no meal, no conversation, no welcome is complete without shaah, a sweet, spiced tea that warms the soul. More than just a drink, it's a ritual. It's about hospitality, a gesture that says you are welcome here. It's about sharing what you have, no matter how little. In every shared plate of food, in every offered cup of tea, there is a story of connection, a thread that binds families and communities, connecting people across continents and generations. In Somali culture, hospitality isn't just a courtesy, it's a sacred duty, a core pillar of society known as Su Dawain. And this warm welcome often begins with a scent and a sound. It starts with coffee. But this is far more than a quick morning cup. The traditional coffee ceremony is a ritual of connection. It begins with roasting green beans, filling the air with a rich, earthy aroma. The beans are then ground, often by hand, with aromatic spices like cardamom, ginger, and cinnamon. Brewed strong and served in small cups, each sip is an invitation to slow down, to talk, to share stories, and to strengthen the bonds of community. It's a deliberate act of building relationships, one cup at a time. And alongside coffee, there is shaah, a sweet and spicy tea that is the heartbeat of daily social life. It's a warm welcome in a home, the fuel for a business negotiation, and the perfect companion for an afternoon of conversation. Whether it's the formal grace of a coffee ceremony or the casual comfort of sharing shaah, these traditions are the threads that weave the social fabric together, offering a warm welcome anywhere in the world you find a Somali heart. This spirit of connection pulses through Somali music and dance. In a culture with a deep oral tradition, music isn't just entertainment, it's a vessel for poetry, a platform for social commentary, and the voice of history itself. The soulful, melodic sound of the oud often carries these stories, its strings weeping, celebrating, and philosophizing, providing the perfect accompaniment to the nation's poets. This melodic storytelling is anchored by the powerful, hypnotic pulse of drum rhythms. These beats are more than a backing track. They are a call to gather, a force that moves the body and stirs the soul, laying the foundation for celebration. And nowhere is this energy more alive than in the dhaanto dance, a vibrant communal folk dance. The dhaanto is pure joy in motion. Characterized by its distinctive leaping and clapping, it's a shared experience of unity and exhilaration. Men and women dance together, their movements a conversation, their voices joined in call and response. Originally performed to celebrate victories or simply to bring communities together after the rainy season, the dhaanto is an explosive expression of togetherness, bringing people together in a shared rhythm of unity and celebration. Thanks to the diaspora, these art forms and traditions now have a global stage. Decades of conflict and instability led millions of Somalis to build new lives around the world, creating a vast and vibrant global community. From Minneapolis to London, from Dubai to Melbourne, These communities are not just enclaves of the past. They are dynamic cultural hubs. Speaking of the diaspora, millions of Somalis live worldwide, with significant populations in the US, across Europe, and in the Middle East. They carry the rich tapestry of Somali traditions with them, weaving it into the multicultural fabric of their new homes. In these new contexts, the culture doesn't just survive, it evolves. Fashion designers blend the vibrant colors of traditional Dirak with contemporary silhouettes. Chefs deconstruct classic dishes like Barius Isku Karis, reimagining them for a global palette. Musicians and poets fuse the ancient art of Gabe with hip-hop, creating powerful new forms of expression that speak to a generation navigating multiple identities. They are cultural ambassadors, building bridges of understanding and demonstrating the incredible adaptability of their heritage. And through it all, there's a profound and unwavering resilience. This is perhaps the most defining characteristic of the Somali spirit. Despite decades of conflict, displacement, and hardship, the culture has not only endured, but has remained a source of immense strength and pride. This resilience is rooted in the oral traditions that preserved history and identity when institutions crumbled, and in the unbreakable bonds of kinship that held communities together. The conscious act of passing down stories, language, and customs from one generation to the next became an act of defiance and survival. That resilience isn't just inspiring, it's a powerful lesson for us all about preserving the core of one's identity under the most intense pressure. So when people call Somalia's culture a global treasure, they are absolutely right, but it is not a relic of the past to be admired from a distance. It is a living, breathing entity. It's a bridge between an ancient heritage whispered in rock paintings thousands of years old and the vibrant, living traditions of today's bustling markets and global cities. It is a constant source of creativity, resilience, and profound connection for the entire world. It is a story of survival, a celebration of identity, and a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. And that is something truly worth celebrating.